Hello, my name is Niema and this is my application video for the position of Junior HR Analyst at Electrolux. Through this video, I would like to tell you more about myself, about my experience and also my motivation to join Electrolux. So to start with, I am a 26 years old young Moroccan woman. I am someone who values ambition, who values perseverance, who values also collaboration and kindness. I hold a master in corporate finance, and after 3 years experience where I worked in different areas, aligning from market studies to project management to conducting surveys and also some training and development, I am currently working as an organization and HR consultant in the city of Casablanca. I am also an ISEC alumnus. I have spent 4 years with the organization, and through these years I have been able to work with diverse team and enjoy an international experience that happened here in Morocco, but also in countries like Egypt, Switzerland. I worked in Brazil, in Paraguay, and I had the opportunity to collaborate with teams from Sweden virtually as well. I would like to share with you some of the things that I am really passionate about in my life. I would mainly mention the fact of giving back to society, contributing to making young people's lives a little bit better, and mainly to enable them to have a more hands-on and more responsible role in their lives and in their society. I would like to share 3 examples of how I have been doing that so far. I started at the age of 15 when I was a member of the Parliament of the Child here in Morocco. So I had the responsibility to transmit and represent my region's children and transmit their problems and their issues and take part in different workshops and different parliament sessions that were aimed to discuss these issues, brainstorm about solutions and work with other national institutions in order to put an action plan to solve them. Another example that I'm very proud of this commitment is the year I have taken after my graduation, and where I went as a member of the National Committee of ISEC in Paraguay, and I worked in Asuncion for a year in planning and delivering community development projects. We did that along with the local team and also with the local NGOs there in Paraguay. So that has been a great opportunity for me where I aligned the passion with a full-time work, and I had enjoyed it a lot. Once I started my professional career in 2016, I also started a commitment with a working group here in Casablanca that is called Inspire, and that's, as the name showcases, aims to inspire young students aged between 18 and 20 years old that are actually in a specific education program and that are preparing their entrance exam into business schools both here in Morocco and in France, for example. So we work with them throughout the year through mentoring programs, and we provide them with guidance and preparation to achieve their immediate goal, which is getting into the school, but also we're trying to give back to this young generation and try to educate them somehow for them to become a better citizens for our country and for the world. So as I said, this showcases that I am really passionate about giving back to society and about contributing to making young people's life a little better and empowering them a little bit more. This being said, and presenting this profile, I would like to explain why I'm very interested in joining the Electrolux team. Actually, I feel deeply connected with the mission of Electrolux on a personal level, because I feel that the solutions and the products that they are providing to the world and the mindset that they are adopting is actually a solution to an experience or that I have lived back when I was young. So the thing is that when I was in elementary school, I remember that in my home village we were 6 girls to finish elementary school, and the years goes on. 6 years after I was finishing my high school studies, and I clearly remember that half of these girls had dropped out of throughout the years, like they have dropped out of school, they got married and they got children and they were taking care of their homes. So of course nowadays this is a choice that anyone can make. It is a noble choice, and as privileged as I was to have support and an environment that empowered me and enabled me to finish my studies, to pursue a professional career, and to live different experiences all around the world. I am fully aware that for these girls, for my classmates, back at the time, it wasn't a choice. So the idea here is that I feel that the technology and that the solution that Electrolux is developing, they are enabling men and women all around the world to make the choice of taking care of their families, of accomplishing basic chores like cooking, cleaning, or taking care of the house, but also having the choice to do that all around the day and enjoy it, or even do it in an efficient way and pursue their life goals. So this is for me, as I said, a personal and a deep connection point, and that I would hold with me, and a pride that I would have on an everyday basis while working in the HR team, collaborating with the global operations, or being part of the Electrolux team. To answer the rest of the questions, I would like to explain why I'm interested in HR and why the junior HR analyst position. So starting with the HR area, I would like to say that this is a conscious turn I am taking currently in my career. So I am currently working as a consultant on HR projects. There is a lot of learning that I am acquiring through this experience, but also there is a lot of purpose and there is a lot of meaning that I find in my everyday job, for the fact that I am working with people and that I am working for people in different organizations. This is would be aligned with my passion and in the meaning that I find for my life as a young citizen of the world, and I am very pleased in being able in applying it on an everyday basis, and I would like to continue doing that in a professional manner. The second point I would also mention for the HR part is I feel that the work that I am doing now and the evolution of the different HR functions enable us to work on a project point, to be able to do some project management, to work in different teams, to be aligned globally, and these are all different aspects of jobs that I personally enjoy. So the idea is that I would like to capitalize on the different experiences that I had throughout ISIC, throughout my internships, my consulting work, and orient that towards people, which would be something that I enjoy and that I find meaning in. Now, to get back to the junior HR analyst position, it would make perfect sense to my understanding that I could capitalize on my previous experiences in fulfilling the tasks that have been described in the job description. So I feel that the kind of work I am doing now with my consulting firm, to give you an example, we are working, for example, now for a Moroccan leader in the mining industry, and we are working with their HR team in order to put in place and develop a competencies frameworks for the different functions that they have in their organization. So it's an international and a big organization that has core functions in the industry, but multiple support functions. They have functions that transform their business in general, of course aligned with innovative solutions and with digital solutions that they develop, or that they come with from different international benchmarks. So I feel that the work that I am doing now can be aligned with the job description of the junior HR analyst, in the way that it is dedicated to the global operations team, and that would have functions similar to the ones I have been working with right now. So I feel that I do have the understanding, and I would enjoy keeping up the same work that I am doing currently, of course in an international and more diverse environment, which I would enjoy and would be for me of a great learning environment. This being answered, there has been a question about my unique contribution to the team. So for me, I think I can bring two main aspects of my personality or my experience. Starting with the first one, it's the fact that I am naturally inclined into taking care of people and into taking care of my team and making sure that we have a nice environment to work on, that people are enjoying their experience. I try to bring positivity when times get a little bit hard, when we have like certain requirements regarding quality, deliveries or deadlines. So I am naturally inclined in bringing that, and I feel that in an environment such Electrolux, regarding their purpose and their mission and the fact that our products of Electrolux, I'm feeling already in the team, that the products of Electrolux are designed in order to enable people all around the world to take care of their loved ones in a very efficient and innovative manner. I feel that I would have a more suitable environment for me to do that on my team level, for example, or my client level. So this was the first point. The second point was that, as I said before, I feel that in the job description are different aspects that I have already practiced, and I have been able to develop competencies when it comes to being involved in HR processes, when it comes to the selection process, when it comes to conducting maybe surveys, or at least following the metrics and following the results of the surveys. I feel that there is a lot of project management or being a project, being in the team project, and this is something I feel that I have acquired some experience, and that would be I would be able to do that with some adaptability in order to deliver the results that are expected. Following the same order of the questions, I would answer the last question that was about my strengths or my strong points and the ones to develop. So I would start with the strong ones, and I would say that I am an organized person, and this is something that I apply on my everyday life, in my professional career, of course, and this is something that I apply on my tasks, for example, on my environment, but also on my ideas. I have a certain easy way in structuring the ideas and understanding a problem and separating it to different aspects in order to deal with each one apart and try to solve the issue, try to structure the work and work in a more efficient way. This is something that this is a positive feedback that I have had a couple of times now about my organization and my structuring skills. The second point I would mention is my customer-centric approach. This is something that started from empathy towards people and the fact of being able to put myself into their shoes. And professionally speaking, this is something that comes from the fact of always keeping in mind my clients, whether it's internal in my team or external, the last clients of the organization. I always keep that client in my head, and I think about their experience, I think about their expectations, I try to understand where it comes from, which enables me and would be the way to deliver a quality product, a quality result, or a delivery that meets the client's expectation. I would just wrap it up and say that along with that, it's actually more of a result that comes with this effort, which is the ability to communicate my ideas in a clearer way and in an effective way that answers the client's expectation directly. When it comes to my development points, would mention something that I have become aware of recently and that I have had discussions about with several people, which is the fact that with every requirement of high quality and every maybe perfectionist person that wants to deliver a high quality comes the need of being patient and understanding that there are different rounds of feedback and trials that would come. So once I understood that, I am adapting my way of working to make it more agile and to make it actually on a fast delivery mode to have feedback as soon as possible. I think I've answered all the questions. The last point was about my availability to start on August 1st, and I would say that yes, along with some arrangements regarding the contract I have with my firm right now, I would be available to work on August 1st. So thank you for your attention, and I would hope you would find me a worthy candidate.